welcome to our next edition of We Are PEC. And today I'm talking with Tracy Dible. And Tracy is our CTO, our Chief Technical Officer here at PEC. He's been here for the majority of his career, and he was appointed as CTO in 2023. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Of course. It's good to have you. So Tracy, tell me a little bit about your role, kind of your background, and how you got here.
Yeah. So I'll start with my background. Graduated from K-State in architectural engineering. Worked in Denver for a few years and then ended up coming to PEC. Most of my actual engineering career, I was designing HVAC for various projects, a lot of healthcare projects. And then eventually I moved into more of a management role, mechanical division manager, facilities department manager, and then CTO.
What would you say is your favorite part of what you oversee?
Oh, I mean, it's the people, right? I mean, this is for sure. A majority of the people in the company roll up, inside of my part of the organization, and so I love to see the people around me succeed. We're taking a lot of initiatives right now on training. We really want our managers to be good managers. We want our project managers to do a good job for our clients. We have initiatives around our highly technical people even. So we want all these career paths for these people, but the highly technical people need to understand that it's okay to be really technical and stay in engineering and do engineering. And so we've created some programs around that. Corey Rhodes was just named our first key service line leader, which is a big step. We're also looking at some subject matter expert programs. How do we identify the subject matter experts that we already have? How do we develop more in-house? And then how do we promote those people, not only internally, but also externally to our clients? So those are the type of things that I really enjoy seeing is how do we make the people around us better?
Earlier, you had said that you oversee a lot of people, and I would imagine that your teams they all have to work together over multiple disciplines. How do they solve problems together on projects when a challenge comes up?
I mean, that's what engineering is, right?
Yeah.
It's solving problems. I think the thing that we do really well is, and that we've trained people to do really, is to ask good questions. I think a lot of people try to solve problems that aren't problems. And so we have to ask the right questions and make sure that we are solving the right problems. But from there, engineering's a really creative industry, right? People don't think of it that way.
Right.
They think of the pocket protectors and the slide rules and that type of thing, but it's really creative. And so how those teams go and work out that creative solution is completely different. I mean, they'll go back and they'll do their spreadsheets and their calculations, and some of them will get out their sketch paper, and so it's really up to the individual teams. But we definitely try to create an environment that allows them to collaborate and do that together.
So my last question is this: what project has had the most impact on you in your time at PEC?
Yeah, it's a good question. Worked on a lot of projects.
I would imagine.
Yeah, a lot of the first project that got set on my desk when I started at PEC was Intrust Bank Arena.
Oh.
And I was like, oh wow, this is cool. And then shortly after, I worked on the airport as well. And those were both really cool projects, but they were both just kind of handed to me. Here to work on it. And so
right.
Probably the project that had the biggest impact on me personally was Lawrence Memorial Hospital. Is the Health West project, and that was part of it was the pursuit process behind it. The client actually called me and said, I want you to put a team together for this, and it was a design build project, so we couldn't necessarily lead it, but I got to be part of choosing our partners, and not just the architect but the contractor as well, and then eventually had to turn the pursuit over to the contractor because it was design build, but helped was an integral part of the team to win it. And then once we won it, we built a really nice facility for the client. Big impact to the community, a large healthcare facility on the west side of Lawrence instead of over on the towards the center. But a great a great project for that community, for one of our clients, but also for one of our non-Wichita offices. And I got to see the pride that office had in doing that project, and that was really great for me. That's what we're trying to do now. We're really trying to grow, in all of our office locations and find those type of projects for all of our office locations and those communities that we serve. So
great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Thanks for sharing with us more about your role and what you do here. And we'll see you all on our next edition of We Are PEC.